Hello and welcome to Moodlog, the application that lets you track your mood over time and by location. Um, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, this is the lovely little welcome screen. And so first up, we need to enter email and password and sign in. All right, so it says sign in to get started. So I click the email and this little thing pops up, which will let me enter by typing in my email and password. So I go ahead and I enter in, logger@gmail.com and my password. And it also asks me how many times per day. So this is me setting it up for the first time. And I'm going to go ahead and say I want to be notified 3 times per day. And then I hit enter. And that'll actually take me to the first screen. And this is the entry screen. So next up it says add location the gym. So right at the top you pick where you are. I chose to not do this based on GPS location, but instead on selected, because I felt that it's more likely that people are going to care about correlating their mood with defined locations that they frequent, as opposed to, oh, hey, look, when I go to Joe's Pizza Place, I feel happier than, this other pizza place. That seems silly to me. So anyway, great. So first I have to change to the gym. So I click on this right here, right there, and this little thing pops up, and I've already populated work and lunch, or maybe those are just typical. And I say, you know what, I actually want to add a new one, so I click add new, and my lovely little keyboard pops back up so that I can type in, and then I type in gym if I can find it. Here we go. So I type in gym on my keyboard, I hit enter, and then the gym replaces home. Alright, so after that, now we are at the gym, and now it says enter how happy and energetic you are and continue. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and slide my happy indicator from here to make I'm feeling pretty happy. This is fun. Yay. But I'm feeling a bit tired. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll slide this one down to tired. Alright, great. Now I hit next to continue. Now I go to the next page. And let's see what the next thing is. Enter how intellectually stimulated and creative you feel, and enter. I should say and continue. Anyway. Okay, so how intellectually stimulated am I? Well, I'm feeling pretty intellectually stimulated and also pretty darn creative. I got to play with scissors and stuff. Cool. So, awesome. Now I'm feeling pretty good. If you look at the time, it'll automatically populate, but you can change it with the intention of, in case at the end of the day you decide to enter all of them at once, you can change the time. So, also it's good to note here that in the top right corner you could go ahead and switch to the to view the metrics. That's highlighted over here, but we're not going to do that. So, okay, great. So we hit enter, and then we get this lovely little, well done, you did a great job message. It says, do you want to view tracking or create and submit a new entry? Again, in case you want to create a few different entries at once. So we're going to go ahead and click view tracking. We want to see how we're doing here. And ta-da, we get to the tracking page. There's 2 types of tracking. Either by metrics or location, but let's go through these to figure that out. So go to see tracking. That one I was getting in trouble with. If we go back to this well done notion, It might have been too obvious what to do next but I couldn't figure out a different way to kind of say, go to the next page, but something to think about. Okay, so show creativity over time. So we're over here. In order to show any of the metrics, all I have to do is I click the little box next to them. And in this case, what will happen is this will come up and you'll get a little blue dot. This happened last time. There we go. Okay, so there's a little blue dot next to creative, and now you can kind of see over time what my creativity levels are like. So something you might glean like from this, for example, might be that, oh, it looks like in the mornings I feel pretty creative, and then I get less creative, and then at night I get super creative. Then I wake up and I'm still feeling pretty good. And then it goes down, and you can kind of see this, like, wow, I was really feeling uncreative in the middle of the day. And if you click some other ones, you might be able to say, hey, my creativity seems to correlate with, my happiness. When I'm happier, I seem to be more creative, and so on. So, awesome. Then it says, look at creativity at home versus at work. So you'd look at this page and you'd say, I don't see anything about location. So hopefully you'd think, all right, maybe I should try clicking the locations button up here. So I click the locations button and go to the next screen. Ta-da! Now this says mood, sad, happy, time, locations, and we have to look at home versus work of creativity. So first of all, we select this and we click creativity. And then when we click home and work, we populate them on the screen. Let's see if I can. Okay. So now you have the metric of creativity at home versus at work. You can see, you tend to be more creative at home. And now you're not really sure if that's because, it's the morning and night and those times are just better for you, or if it's because, maybe work just makes you feel less creative. But that's for you to figure out. And I'm trying to think if there were any other choices I made. Here you could change the time if you wanted. That wasn't, the amount of time that you want to show wasn't part of the task list. You could go back and get a new entry by clicking this. And I'm going to go ahead and say that you're done. Alrighty, thank you very much.